So hi and welcome back to the second part of the coin tutorial. So in the part before we created this coin in Max. Now with this pattern here on the side, we also could do this like a mask in Photoshop, but we decided to do it here. Now I will just rotate it by 90 degrees. I will turn this on, and when you turn this on, you can see the degrees you're rotating. You can also assign that it should not go by 5 but just 1 or 3. It's up to you. The default is 5, so we have now our coin flat. And now let's go to Photoshop and we will look on the masks. Now first of all, I created disk mask here. Now here is like the black and here's the white. So the white is just the inner circle and the rest is the rest of the coin. So I just did the guides here, and from the points of the guides I made a circle and filled with color, and I had my mask. You see? Now the top is the euro. Now we have here the number, the text, the map, the stars, everything. We also did here some gradients that did not look like it's going in one pieces from the coin, but there is going some deep. And then I created the back. I didn't use the eagle here. I made a custom one. I used our logo, but I put here 2011, the stars, and also some scratches here, as you can see, with the scratch brush, which I downloaded from net. You can download a lot of them from internet. Just put in Google Photoshop brushes and you are ready to go. So if I turn this on, here is my mask. It's looking a little messy. And about these stripes, now if you ask yourself how I did this, it's actually very easy. I created a new pattern here. Now when I go here, here's my new pattern. I just made a new file which was 12 by 12 pixels, and I draw a line in the middle. I think it was 3 pixels or 4 pixels wide. I saved it here, like define a pattern. Yeah. And then I just filled this circle here with the pattern and it was done. I rotated it a little bit and apply blur, and I had my mask ready. So I have 3 masks, top, bottom and the circle. Now let's go back here. Okay, we have the coin ready to be mapped. Now we should decide what material goes where. Now the euro coin is like it's here. It's not really good to see here, but this is something like let's see, like silver, and this is gold. But I will do the opposite. I will do the inside circle silver and the outside gold, because I like the design of this more. Now not every coin is the same, so I will do it like that. So I need to divide my model. Now I will divide it into 3 material. Oops, here. 3 material groups. Now the top, the bottom and the side. Now let's press F4 and select this edge here on the top. Or we can select both. Now let's go to top, drag a selection. We can go back to perspective. And we will ring this selection, control poly, and we will grow the selection until here. So we have the wall top from top and the bottom, and we will put here the 1. Now I will invert the selection here. Select invert. Now we have the sides. This will be 3. And now I will rotate the model, select just 1 edge, ring it, control poly, grow it the same like the top before. One more time. And I will put here the 2. And now we can look. Now if I select 3, it's this. If I select 1, it's the top just, and if I select 2, it's the bottom. Okay, great. So we have our groups selected. Now let's press M to go to the editor. I will select 2 empty slots. Oh, we can after select the 3, but 2 is enough so far. So I will select this and call this bottom. The bottom will be a plane without any texture, just almost white. And we will change this to composite. Let's go here to materials. here, yeah. We will keep the old one, and into the first slot here we will apply again standard material and check here the wire. Now we will also change the color, and before we do anything else we go to render setup, change the resolution to something bigger. I will lock this, and also the renderer should be mental ray. Now if I change to mental ray you will also see that this texture changed. So cool. So we have here a texture of the bottom. It will be simple white material with edges. Now let's go here. Now this will be metal one, or yeah, let's call this metal top, and from this we will do the rest. Now let's change this to Arcane Design. I will not do the metal from ray trace material like I do usually, but from this one here. I will keep like this so far. I will change this to metal material and change this reflection to Fresnel. I will also increase this to 50. Now you see the reflections are cool, and also this glossiness to 0.7. Now the reflection should be a little bit blurred, so I will put here more samples, and actually that's all. I will just put here my texture of metal gold. This should be the one, why not? And actually I'm ready to go. But as I told before, the top will be divided into silver and gold. Let's call the material silver and gold. Now, so I will not put here just a bitmap, but mix. Now it's because I need to merge the silver texture with my gold texture. So I told in the middle should be silver. So I will go here and put here now the bitmap. Metal 1, metal gold, and now the mask, which I did. So this one. And now the material should be divided by this mask. So cool. Sorry. And the last thing which I will do, I will apply the bump. So I will go here, bitmap again, and this should be the top. So we'll put here the top one, and we will see later how it will be looking on the model. So maybe we should increase it a little bit later, but we'll see. So I'll turn this on to see the texture in the view. You can try, I don't know, you can put it here and see. Now, I'm not sure if it's going away from the model or inside. It's hard to say. Let's increase this to see. Yeah. Okay, let's try it different. Okay, now I think it's going inside. So I will put here a positive number, and this should be fine. So we have here the top, and we will see later how it will be looking with the bump map. Now I will copy this, rename it to metal bottom. I'll just bottom and change the bump map to back. And also I will copy this and rename it to metal side. I will turn off the bump map, and also I will clear this one and put here just the gold map. We have all settings equal. You can play with the glossiness here, with the index of refraction. It's up to you. Now applying to the model, very easy. Let's go to standard, change this to multi-sub object. We have 3 materials, so I will discard everything. I will quickly make here a checker map. Cool. And I'll apply the map like instance everywhere. So I'll apply it here, and we can see that it's not actually mapping good, so we need to apply UV map. So before the turbo smooth we will do that. So we will go here, change to polyselect, apply the 1, apply the UV map already on better. Polyselect again. Change this to 2. It should be the same settings, so I will just apply the UV map and it should be fine. Now, again, polyselect 3 UV map, and this I will change to cylindrical, cap it, and I will try to press the fit, and it should be fine. So now it's better. The texture should fit. So I will drag this here. The UV is there. I will fix this in a minute. So first of all, I will go here. Now the bump map is visible. Probably even it is like turned off. So I will just clear it. And let's go here. Let's go to the bump map, because this is wrong, and we will try to rotate that. Oh, this was fine actually. 90, and let's put here 92. Maybe 180. So now it's better. I will just rotate it to see it. It's too much. Now I'll rotate the view. This is the same problem. So 180 also here. No. Okay, this was right. Yeah, this is right. My bad. So this is fine. That is fine. Everything's fine, I think. And we can try to do a test render of this. And we will see how is the bump map here. Now, it was a little bit problem to do the test render because we have no background, so we need to do a plane here. Now I will do the plane really big. Let's go by 5,000. 5,000 here. I will give you 50 to 50, a little bit more. Let's go 100. Yeah. So it will be reflecting the black lines, which is actually nice. Now let's go to left view. Now it's not sitting on the plane, so I will move the coin a little bit up. So far. Now back to perspective. And I think we can try to do a render with the default settings here. We'll see how it will be looking. And we need to see if the bump setting is fine. So it should be really fast. It's very dark. Oh, okay, the masks is up and down. I think it's going inside, I'm not sure. No, no, it's not. Okay, I think the bump is fine. I mean, the text is going enough away. You can increase that or keep that. We'll see. So I can cancel this one. You can see here the noise which we did there, which is looking nice, like the coin is old and stuff like that. Actually, the noise should be different color, but I think you can do it by yourself better than me. And now the mask. Now let's go here to the bitmap, and I will just swap the colors here, and this should be fine, like it should be. Okay, now it should be fine. And now we can render just like one coin, but let's render a lot of more coins. But how to make them look natural here? It's not easy to put them by yourself. So what I will do, I will explain in a minute what I'm doing. I will put this a little bit up, and I will copy this. Hold on Shift and copy it. Keep here instance. Copy it somewhere here. I'll put this here. It's like you can do somehow. Just place them randomly somehow somewhere. Now a little bit down, and one more so far. Yep. Select all the coins, and we will do one copy. We can rotate it a little bit like this, and we do one more. Again, we can rotate it back, also in this axis a little bit. And the last one. So we have here a few coins like this, which should be on one place here on the plane. Now, we'll do something like a reactor, but the reactor is already not included in Max. Here's something else. Right click here and MassFX. I'll put here on the toolbar. Select the plane and assign this to static rig. Wait a little bit. Now select one coin and put there these options. Dynamic ring. It will do some blah blah blah, but it should be fine. The max should not die now. I hope so actually. Maybe I did so many coins that it will die. Okay, we will wait a little bit. Oh, maybe the Photoshop is eating too much memory now. It can be. Actually, I think I will turn this off. That's all. And anyway, I will keep the Photoshop alive. Okay, cool. And I will change this to steel. Now, I will press simulation. Wait a second or two until the computer will count everything. And counting. It's a little bit slow, I think, but it shouldn't take so long. Oops. It's falling down, see? So pause that. And maybe it was a little bit hard to see, but here are coins. Now all coins here nicely distributed on the floor. Now, a very nice method to do stuff like this. It's like cool. Now you even don't do much things there, but you just make it very quickly and so. I read somewhere that this function is not absolutely ready in Max so far. There is missing some stuff, but anyway, it's cool. It's very easy and it's cool, really. Now the light. I will put one light from this direction and the second, like usually, from the opposite one. So I will go back to perspective. Maybe the simulation will go away in a while, I hope not. And I will check here free light, press here yes. Put the stuff here. Put it a little bit away. And I will change this to uniform diffuse and also to rectangle. And of course the rectangle should be much more bigger because we have a lot of coins. Make a big one. I will change this, I don't know, to 700. We'll see. And now this to a little bit color, not so cold. Change the color here to ray trace it. And now let's go rotate this. We can rotate this in this direction here. We will change the rotation to local and to point at our coins. We can put it a little bit more up. Okay. The simulation is away. And never mind. It's fine because we know that where it will fall, so we'll just finish the lightning. Now let's go to copy. We'll turn off the shadows, or I forgot this. I will change this to 200 maybe. I can keep this. I will make it smaller. This should be enough, and I will rotate this by 90 degrees to face again our coins. Now we'll turn on the calculation of the simulation again. So I'll press here 4 to see how it works. So I hope now it will be a little bit faster than before, but you never know. I don't know actually how to save the simulation. I wasn't much playing with these settings here, just like how to make this kind of stuff. I don't think it should be something like hard, but anyway. Come on, fall down. It's really counting a little bit too long, but okay, it's falling. So we'll wait a little bit until it falls. I will pause this here. Okay, one coin goes like this. Okay, actually, this is cool. It's cool distribution of everything. With 4 coins, one dead, one there, and it's really nice looking. Now, I would like to make Ambient-Occlusion map, so I will go here, change this to standard and mental array. Mental array. I will apply to surface Ambient-Occlusion. Put here like 64 samples. Now the distance I will go to 0. Now render setup. Now where it was? Yeah, here it goes. Material override. I will just drag this here. And we can add this element. We can do a Z depth. And I don't know the distance actually. I will just go blind, like 200 to 500, and we can fix the rest in Photoshop. Now we need to assign the exposure. So we will try a render preview. I hope Max will not fall now, because I will kill myself. Now it's counting now a lot of objects. You have to understand that we put there really a lot of them. So I think if my Max will not die, cool, it wasn't dying. So I will put here, fix this a little bit and change this to this. Turn this off. I will also save this to part 2. Now we have this here, and we need to render this. So let's go to render setup. We'll apply a higher render settings. 1 to 16 is enough. I will go 300 final gather points and just press render. And we will wait a little bit. I will pray that nothing will fall now, and Max will not tell me that I have not enough memory or stuff like that. Yeah, this is fine. So first the ambient and occlusion map is rendering, and after the Z depth map will be rendered. Now the Z depth, now you can simulate this in Photoshop very easily without this. Now, but this is like people doing this. I don't know why actually. It's not a problem. Now maybe if you have a very difficult scene, now this is not much difficult. It's much easier to do it. You can do nice effects there, yes, but you can also do this in Photoshop now. A lot of people forgetting to use Photoshop, and I don't know, it's the best tool for this. You can do post-production very easily. You can fake things and stuff like that. You can fake reflection, shadows, everything. It's really easy and fast. But you know, I don't know what to say. Okay, so we'll be waiting a little bit, then we'll wait rendering the rest of the scene. Now it will be a little bit harder because we need to apply a HDR map for the reflections, and again probably assign. Yeah, actually, I don't think the Z depth is actually good. Okay, anyway, I will make a copy here. This copy image. Go here. Press a new. Press OK. Control V to paste it here. I will go here and I will copy image again, and again I will put it here. And now I will try to measure the distance. Go to perspective between the camera and the rest. Please, the animation stay there. Okay, I need that the animation will be there after, but anyway, I think we could also survive if not. So I will make here this thing, which is 200. I will place it here. I will rotate it and go here. Okay, 300. 400 to 800. Oh, wait. I think distance 600 should be fine. So camera again. Camera. Okay, everything is like it should be. Okay, render setup, and we will assign the set depth a little bit different. Okay, we need, okay, for sure 700, and here we go with 300. Okay, we need to render this again, but it's like it was actually very fast. Now because these points are absolutely black, now it will be absolutely blurred and to be useless. The map will be useless. Anyway, I will turn this off, keep it anyway. Oh, actually, I hope the light is fine, but the light should be fine. Yeah, the light is fine, I'm sure. So again, we have to wait until this will be rendered. I don't know if we can render just a set depth. Maybe we can, maybe I'm doing just a stupid thing now again. But anyway. Anyway, I was reading today that the new technology from AMD, Bulldozer, is coming out very soon. Very happy. Waiting for that, and I hope it will have nice benchmarks in Max. Probably I would buy that. Now it's 8 core. There's a lot of cores to use. And I hope after the tutorials and the rendering will be absolutely smooth. And now, if I'm counting right, this render should take like 10 seconds on that. It will save a lot of time, my nerves, and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it, really. And already I hope that you like this tutorial because we actually merged the Max and Photoshop a lot. I was working a lot in Photoshop. Even that it was very like simple stuff, but anyway, yeah, now this is much better. So copy image, and we will be also working Photoshop after, so we'll do some post-production, of course. Now I will again save this because I'm really afraid I will lose the scene. I will turn off the Z depth, so I will just delete that. I will turn this off, so I have back my materials. I will put this higher, 416. I will put here 400. I will not change anything else. You can change what you want. I will keep it like this. No, my bad. Back here to 50 and here to 141. I need to do a test render with the HDR map using the exposure control. So go here to bitmap. I will be using kitchen probe, which is one of my favorite. So I will put it just here, instance, and I will change this to not bit, my bad, to spherical environment. And now the exposure control. Okay, I turned that off. Now I'm sure this will be too light, but anyway, we'll see. I will just for a minute waiting until it will render. It should not take long because it's a very low resolution there. And yeah, you see it's too bright. So this is actually fine. Now when I see this from the left side, it's going more light on from the right side. A little bit strange, but it should be actually okay. So save again. I will go to perspective view. Maybe both lights are too bright actually. This can happen too. So we can go here to 600, just 600, and it will be not 200 but 100. Now let's look. Now this is for me a little bit better. You can try also to put it a little bit. Wow, damn. Okay. Great. Oh, I lost the simulation before the render. This is not possible. It's possible by me. Okay, I need to render the Z depth again because I didn't save the animation. So if I do now this animation, actually it should actually be okay. We'll go with this because the animation was an end. Okay, we'll go like this. Actually, it will not do any difference when you don't change the settings. I was trying actually. So if you render it's the same like before, it will have the same parameters. So the simulation at the end will be looking the same. So it will fall down, and at the end some coins will do some stuff like this, falling down, and it's enough. Okay, again, exposure control. We change it to light, and again we need to do the preview. Please don't fall down. Now the Mantra have some really memory issues. I was also writing about that at our forums there, and they should fix this because I never had problems like this, like I have now eventually. Okay. Oh, this is too. Maybe we can try to do it a little bit brighter and then fix in Photoshop. So we have set everything. We have our kitchen probe set. Now let's set the render setup quickly, and I will hit render, but you will not see what I'm rendering because I will pause this one. Let's go 450. I will pause this recording because it have no sense to record. Okay, so in a minute I'm back. I will press F9 to pause the recording, and I will see when it will be finished. So see you in a minute. So hi, I'm back. So I have here the render of the Ambient-Occlusion map. It's because when I was rendering the final image, of course, my Macs have crashed. What a surprise. However, I did again the simulation. The simulation is now different. And also I did the render first and after the Z depth and also the Ambient-Occlusion map. So I'll copy this image here. Now, Ctrl V to paste it here. So I have here the Z depth, Ambient-Occlusion, and the final render. As you can see, it's a little bit changed like it was before, but it looks fine. Actually, I like it a lot. Now, after this tweaks in Photoshop, it will be looking, I hope, better. But anyway, the render is very nice. The maps looks fine. I also changed a little bit the scratches here on the deformations. Oops, how is this possible? And I made them a little bit more softer. I deleted few so it's not so scratched like before. So it looks like more soft, more smooth. Now, we will apply first, I think, the Ambient-Occlusion map. So I'll drag the map above this and change this to overlay. Or we can try multiply. Now, as you can see, when I apply that, the shadows are more darker now. Actually, it looks more natural now. Also, the colors changed a little bit, so I like this a lot more, like before. So first step, very nice. Now, Ctrl E and Ctrl C on the Z depth map Let's go here, let's create a new map, Ctrl V, and it's here. Cool. I will turn this back on. Nothing changed so far. I will click on our image here. And if I apply filter, blur, lens blur, I'm applying the filter on the original map without Ambient-Occlusion. So as you can see, this is sharp, this is blurred, so we can only also keep these settings. No, I don't want this to blur much, it's just a little bit. And yes. So I like this, how it looks so far. So this is sharp, this is blurred, very easy to do. Let's go here back. So we have dark shadows, dark colors a little bit. It should be looking more realistic. And also the blur here at the back. Now we can tweak a little bit the colors on this layer. Now, before I tweak anything, I will apply a noise filter a little bit. So add a noise. We will not apply a lot, just a little bit. Okay, this should be enough. So we have a noise filter there. You can go a step back and you will see the difference. It's hard to see, but it makes there a little bit more realism there, because nothing is so smooth like we have. And on this we will apply also a blur filter. Now Gaussian blur, very soft one. Now almost zero settings actually. Just 0, 1. So we have the noise, we have the blur. Now let's check the colors. You can go to image adjustment, color balance, and now I don't know what it needs. You can go a little bit like here. Now this we can actually keep, I think, by 0, and here a little bit more blue. And if you think it should be more dark, we can go to curves and make an S shape or a different one. Depends what you like more. Oh, I like this more. Or what you want to achieve. Now, cool. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. The image is very nice, and so. So we have here done our image. We can apply one more setting here. I will make here just. I will drag here this selection like this. We'll create a new layer. Oops, I will that. Select inverse, and I will fill this with the black color. And cool, the image is ready. So in this tutorial we did a lot of work actually. I thought we will be doing a lot of work in Photoshop, but I think the work was good because the image looks great. Also the Gaussian blur on the mask did the job. See, it's not going straight from that, but there is some gradient which is going away from the shape. Also the final radar looks great, so I just have to say thanks for watching. I hope you like that. I hope to see your work at the forums, or if you have some questions, just ask. Also, if you have some ideas for next tutorial, let us know, and we'll try to prepare this that like this one. And I also hope that you will watch more tutorials by us, and that we hear us by some next tutorial. So thanks for watching again, and bye bye.